Coach Whitney here.
And I am Trainer Travis with a T.
Yes, and we are the co-owners of Life Ethics Studio here in Grand Rapids, Michigan, where we help high performers live healthy, active, energetic lives and simplify healthy living. And this here is our take on life, where we have holistic lifestyle conversations to help support your healthy lifestyle. Listen, today I'm so excited because we have Mr. and Mrs. Wright.
Hey.
Yes. I'm so excited. We love the Wrights very much. And we're just so excited to be able to have a conversation with them around healthy lifestyles, around what they do, so that you can connect with them as well. So we're going to get right into it. Y'all ready? Let's go. All right. So Mark is a highly credentialed coach, and Wendy is a professionally trained chef, okay? They got a lot of fun stuff going on. They are both the co-owners of Glory Road Fitness and Eden's Table. You guys want to connect. You want to connect with them. We're going to dive right in with the most challenging question that I believe I have here today. Are you ready?
They ain't ready for it.
They ready?
They ain't ready.
All right.
Yeah, they ain't ready. I don't think they ready.
If you could eat just one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be?
One meal.
One meal.
So like there's 3 to 4 things in the meal.
She's a chef.
Of food.
I wouldn't even thought of it like that.
My question is
Meal. It's meal.
It's
So
a meal.
yeah. So
Okay.
yeah, meal. Mhm.
Okay. I think mine would be, it would have to be kale, sweet potatoes, shiitake mushrooms, and rice with some kind of sauce. Oh, I want it right now.
Is it like in a bowl? Like a bowl. That sounds delicious.
Mine's different.
Oh yeah, so I can only think of one thing. You said meal, but like however we can fix it up. Maybe I can fix it up different ways, but I gotta go tacos. So it can be chicken tacos, steak tacos. It's gotta be a taco for me. So
Next.
I can do that every day. My mouth is watering now.
We're gonna have to go eat after we're done.
I just ate. That's the problem.
Okay. Well, so now that we know a little bit about your dietary preferences, can you share just a little bit about you guys and what you do?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. So I am, like they said, I'm the owner of Glory Road Fitness and co-owner of Eden's Table. I am a coach at Life Addicts as well, and also a strength coach at Godwin Heights High School. I love fitness. I've been in the industry for about 12 years, and it's my lifestyle. So, yeah.
I am co-owner of Glory Road Fitness and co-owner of Eden's Table. And Eden's Table is basically a meal prep company, and we have been navigating who our actual audience is and who we want to feed on a regular basis. And so we've been able to manage to expand it to feeding our postpartum mothers. We find that that's very important for mothers to be able to bond with their child and not have to worry about who's going to feed them, who's going to feed their families. And I think that came from just my experience being a new mom. So we definitely want to be able to touch that audience. So food, it's all about food, what you're eating, how you're nourishing your body so you can go out and be your best self in the world. So I think it's
I love it. Absolutely love it. Where, I guess, now that we know where you are with health and wellness, like how did it all start in terms of your interests? How did you even get interested in the health and wellness field, what industry, fitness industry, all that stuff?
I think for me, it started back when I was in high school. So I played 4 sports a year from the age of like 4 all the way up to 18, and I couldn't figure out what I wanted to like be great. Like I wanted to be great, but I didn't know which sport to be great in. Actually, I take that back. That's a lie. I want to be great at basketball.
Let's be honest. I love it.
I wanted to play in the NBA, okay, for the Chicago Bulls. I was a Scottie Pippen fan. I am a Scottie Pippen fan because I love defense. I love being able to say I lock somebody up or
So intense.
yeah,
It's honest.
Yeah, it's honest. So I took that and I moved it to every sport. So like I play football and I want to play defensive back because I want to say that I control you, you don't control me. Same thing with basketball. I was always like best defender on most teams I played for. Baseball, I played third base because I wanted the hot seat. Like, I want every ball to come towards me and throw everything out. And then I ran track. This one is like, it was like my solo, the only sport where I had solo domination, and because it was like, I did high jump. So it was me, and I'm like 5'8", 5'9" when I'm wearing boots. And if you know anything about high jump, it's most likely a tall man sport. And for me, I want to say I can out jump you, and I can do all this kind of stuff. So I think that answers your question. Like, that's where it birthed from me saying, like, I want to become the ultimate athlete, and I want to be able to actually take others or help others excel to being the ultimate athlete, and also feeling like an underdog, or feeling like I didn't have all the necessary knowledge to make myself or create that for myself. So that way I just really dug into the sciences and dug into like, or just to get more experience with like helping others to help them achieve whatever their goal was, as far as like something extreme, because I had an extreme dream, which was to be in the NBA, especially at 5'8", and I was like, there's nothing that's going to stop me from doing that. So Glory Road was birthed from that. Like, if you have a dream of doing something extreme, and that could be even like getting ready for a wedding and whatnot. And it's like, wow, I got to do this. I want to do this, and I want to do this. Get to this place. I want to help you get to those goals if you're fully committed. Because I want to make sure we're not just hitting on one or two cylinders, but all cylinders when it comes to reaching your goals. And I had learned later on that it takes more than just fitness from like a workout standpoint to reach that certain goal. It takes learning about food and how to eat. It takes learning about where's your mental health, where you are mentally in this process for you to go to the next step to reach your goal. And also it's big to know about your support system. Like, do you have the support system and the people around you to reach that goal? So Glory Road Fitness is that support system for you, hopefully. Yeah, that's what Glory Road Fitness and where it was birthed from.
Yeah, so passionate.
Yeah. Okay. Oh.
Go ahead. No, you good.
So I know you said something about being fully committed, and I think some people don't really understand even what that truly looked like. Because somebody can come to you and be like, "Yeah, I'm ready," but then, like you said before, like mentally they're not. But what does it really mean to really be like all in and fully committed to the process?
I think that goes. I think is the big picture is that we sit down and we talk about like what are those five, like those things I just mentioned, hitting on all cylinders. Just because if you want to be the best, let's say athlete or basketball player, if you are just working on eating right, you're not working on like building up your physical body, then you're not fully committed in my mind, because you want to achieve some success, but not like you want to achieve the success, but you're not willing to do all what it takes to get to that place where you're thinking you want to go.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's good. That's real good. What about you, ma'am?
Totally different. Totally different. I was very super active as a kid. I played outside all the time. I was an athlete. I did shot put and disc. I was the only shot put and disc athlete that my coach would make run in the 4x1. I was like, what? And he would always say, if she catch you, you gonna have to do it again. What? So it was very extreme, but super active.
Dope, though.
And that's like sprinters running after me. And I'm like, oh my God. Anyway, very, very active. I played soccer, I played basketball, I was a cheerleader. But for me, navigating life and just trying to figure out what I wanted to do with life, I went to culinary school. And during my time in culinary school, I had a bad breakup. And I gained a lot of weight. Naturally, not from necessarily the breakup, but because of culinary school, cooking all these different foods, eating all the time, and then being excited and, experimenting at home and things like that. And so I said, the YMCA is literally less than 100 feet across the hallway from this kitchen, so I'm going to see what's going on. So I went in there and said, I want a trainer. And so I met this lady. I'll never forget her name. Shout out to Miss Arlene. I don't know who you are. I don't even know how old you are. But I think at that time she was like in her 40s, and she was a step teacher or trainer. And I remember seeing her looking in there, and she abs and kind of fit similar to you, physique and stuff, and kind of shorter. She rocked the brush cut, all of that. And she became my trainer, and she was like, you know what? Instead of training at the Y, let's train, I'll train you somewhere else, make it a little less expensive because I was a student. And so she started training me, and outside of her training me, I would walk and run a lot just to keep my mind clear, because I found that my mind was constantly on my relationship, and just going from seeing this person, talking to them every day to nothing at all was really challenging for me. And so what I found was, while I was walking, running, and working out, it kept clearing my mind, and before you know it, hours had went by and I hadn't thought about it. So then that inspired me to keep going the next day and the next day, and then before you know it, it was like my body's changing, and it's like, oh, okay, this is great, I can do this. And then I said, I want to be like Miss Arlene. And so then I went and got a personal. She told me what to do. I went and got my certification, and then just continued there. And then I did, became a trainer and was a trainer for several years. And then in graduate school is when I started Eden's Table and just thinking about food, because I went plant-based when I moved to Michigan, just to give it a shot. I just wanted to see if I could do it. That's really the gist of it. And being in a more of a rural area where there's lots of farms and things like that, I was like, I'll probably have a better chance of being successful here. And so Eden's Table was just birthed out of my desire to eat more holistically, but also educate and help other people eat more holistically. And so, that's really the gist of the journey. And I'm still learning, growing, and expanding, and touching people's lives. People still tell me different things that I've said to them about food years ago. That's me. That's cool. So, that's my journey.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, I love how both of your stories stem from like a personal journey first, like internal then outward. And I know that, and everybody starts their journey different in terms of like how they're helping people. But for some people, they don't have a story behind why they started. Like it's like I received this transformation, I did this for myself, and now I want to make sure that other people can experience it as well. So I just love that about both of you guys. Absolutely. What's your question? That was it? Okay. You guys kind of touched on it a little bit, but specifically your company names, Glory Road Fitness, Eden's Table. Why those names?
For me, Eden's Table came from experiencing food the way that it was originally made. So if we think about the Garden of Eden, and what was available, fruits and vegetables and like all these great things that God said, have at it, right? And so Eden, and then table, bringing people around the table, thinking community, thinking how powerful it is to break bread with other people and to eat with people. And so then the table, so Eden's Table. So experiencing food the way that it was meant around the table with people that you love or you're looking to love.
And for Glory Road Fitness, so going back to that dream, say I achieve my goal of making it to the NBA and playing for the Bulls, that would be my my glory. That would be like the ultimate thing for me to have accomplished. And I felt like I had really done something with my at the time I really done something with my life, and then you have the road part after. It's like it's a journey, and earlier I touched on like having a support system. It's like you need these things, you need a support system along the way, you need guidance along the way. So just putting those two together, of like I have an ultimate, you have an ultimate glory to reach, and it's a journey. And we're here to give you direction for that, and lead you all the way through and through to reach that glory of yours, whatever your glory is.
And, I just gotta stop. Right? Have y'all paid attention to the passion that they have in the name? Because a lot of times people just come up with their own logos and their own thing, but don't really just put that passion in. As y'all can hear, like the passion is in both of what their business name is. So just think about that.
Okay, because I got questions, and I'm like, okay, wait, let's get off the questions
No,
a
it's
second,
okay.
because I just want the story. I guess, what do you enjoy most? Like when people interact with you, your business, or your passion, just interact with you as a result of it. Like, what do you enjoy most about interacting with other people in your roles as it relates to your business? Like when you're coaching, you're training, you're cooking, or whatever, what have you.
I think for me, it's the aha moment that they can actually achieve these goals, or I didn't know I could do that. That moment,
Yeah.
I think is what's very intrinsically valuable or rewarding for me. It's like coming in, you meet them, whether it's for food or fitness, and they're like, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that, or you know, the many different things that we've all heard, right? And then it's like, okay, well, we're gonna do it, okay? So you're gonna do it, okay? But then when they have this time and moment when they're like, oh, I did that. Oh, I can continue to do this. And then they go from a place of depending on me solely to being able to be more independent. I think that is the most powerful thing, because it's like, if Eden's table shatters, God forbid, or if I move away or whatever, or you move away, whatever the case, will you be able to still take what's been imparted to you, the skills, the tools, the conversations, and say, I can still make this happen for me. I can still make this happen for my family. I can still make this happen for my bloodline. Continue to shift the trajectory. So for me, it's the aha moment of like, I can do this. That's powerful for me.
So I'm gonna go ahead and say that she stole my answer.
I mean, y'all married and whatnot, so.
I was thinking the same thing. Yeah, like it's just bringing the light to people who have the door has been shut before. It's just saying like, oh, now the door's open. There's a light there. I can see like light at the end of the tunnel. Like there's hope now that I can actually reach this goal.
Yeah.
Because before I didn't know what I was doing. I thought I knew. I looked something up on YouTube or Google, and I thought I was doing something, but that may have not been. That wasn't for me. So for me, it's that experience of like, oh, this guy's really, or this company is really tailoring to me personally from like, from a mental, spiritual, physical level on all levels, and it's helping me to be the best version of who I am. So that way I get to my place where I want to go, but also I feel good. I'm in a better place now, mentally and on all aspects. So yeah, that's what I love.
I think the most interesting thing is you guys both have been talking from a holistic perspective. And I think a lot of times, especially in the fitness industry, and y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, so many times people only focus on one area. And then because they only focus on that one area, people still progress, but they only get to that one point and they don't progress beyond. Correct. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I've seen it and even experienced it with myself. Like my journey started holistically, but then it got to a point where it's like, ooh, I'm feeling myself. But then you forget about all these other areas, and it all matters, because we're not compartmentalized as human beings. We're one whole being. So it's like everything matters. And so like I'm really big on like, okay, you're stressed. Well, how are you coping with your stress? Are you going to eat all these snacks and sugar and salt? Okay, well, what can we do? What's another more healthier coping mechanism to counteract the stress, but also not take you down a further spiral? Because then you have sugar, you're up, and then you're down. Or you have drugs and alcohol or sex or just all these different vices that have you up temporarily, but you're coming back down. And usually the coming back down is much harder. So I think just from my own personal experience, and then seeing people in my life and people that I've had the opportunity to help, holistic is what matters. Everything matters. Even the people that you're around or you're surrounding yourself by or with, and the things that you're saying to yourself, the things that you're allowing into your gates, what you're watching, what you're listening to, what you're eating, like what you're reading, all of that really matters. So yeah, I agree. Because otherwise you hit this ceiling and you're like, I can't go. Yeah. So yeah.
And I think this goes into like what I've seen a lot. Just to piggyback what you just said, I feel like we're attacking at the root of things. Just because, I can help you lose weight or I can help you gain muscle. But if I don't help you find ways to change your lifestyle, then you may be back to that place you started at.
Probably worse.
So, it's like attacking at the root. Or as much as they open up to us, and we try to help out and open up to them.
I feel like fitness causes people to open up.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
my goodness.
My
My goodness. Yes.
Before you know it, it's like you know someone's whole life story. You know the things that has hurt them, their most vulnerable moments and stuff. I don't know what it is, but it just breaks something open. So
I'm definitely. Go ahead.
We do it all the time. But we were talking about that the other day about just the energy that's stored in our bodies and how when we don't release it and it's just stored and causes the stress and all the other stuff. But when you move your body, when you allow that to start releasing, it come out. You're doing yoga, crying like just
for
all
real.
the things. Like you just been stretching and I'm just all of it. All of it. So,
which goes to show,
it does so much. What were you gonna say?
But I was just thinking, just even like something that happened to me a few weeks ago. Like me and the guys, it was our week of doing our max day, and it was my time to come back and do my bench press. But for some reason, I just had this crazy emotion that just came over me, and I had to stop. I said, I don't even know what's going on because it hit me so hard at a time that I really didn't think I was thinking about anything, but my body definitely was going through something where I felt light. I felt like the tears coming in my eyes and everything before I could actually continue my lift. So,
and to be around people who understand that, so you don't have to like try to hide it or try to keep it in. I think that's very important.
Absolutely. Well, this has been a great conversation, guys. Okay, so I only have one more real question, and then we'll do how people can connect with you guys. So my last question is, if you could have the attention of the world for 2 minutes, what would you say?
Whoa. The world?
The world for 2 minutes. I'm thinking like translations. But it's okay. It's like everybody understands.
Okay.
I feel like it's like the awkward silence.
It's totally fine.
It's
It's
like
okay.
feel the room, like good stuff, and all of a sudden it's like think. What would I say right now? Would I freeze in front of everybody at 2 minutes and just stare
They're
at
made
the?
for each other. You see how they process it through it?
Would I just stare at the screen or stare at the people?
I'm gonna just say right now, the first thing that's coming to my mind, you might catch me in a few hours, and it's totally different because I actually have a chance to think about it. I don't know. Or it's probably how I feel. I don't know. But I think 2 minutes, that's a long time, depending on what you're doing. Ooh, 2 to 20 minutes. Okay. I would start by saying, well, first of all, I would pray. Say, pray. Say, Holy Spirit, what do you want me to say? How are people going to hear me? What do you need me to say? Who do you want me to? I'm saying it to the world, but pretty cool needs to pray. I think I would start with kindness is contagious. We're not called to be nice. We're called to be kind. It's a big difference. And then I will probably just begin to flow from there as I felt led by the Spirit. That's all I got.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's perfect.
And for me, wow.
I have my thoughts on it.
Yeah, I feel like I'm that person where like it's got to be in that moment for me. It's very challenging because in my mind I want to script something now, but it's
Just
like
say it, babe. 2 minutes right now.
They're right there. That's the
Yeah.
word.
This is the word.
Yeah, they're gonna be listening for real.
so.
No pressure, though. No pressure.
This is pressure.
It's some pressure. I feel the pressure.
I mean, I can only tell them like to love, like truly, like you only got. got one life, and the best, and I'll say live it. Like, don't live with any regrets. Like, go with your instinct, your first instinct, and try to like fight for it with everything you have. And then outside of that, it would just be just don't take for granted with what you have right now currently. So yeah, that would be my 2 minute spiel.
Beautiful. Cool beans. Well, would you guys, first off, thank you so much just for having the conversation with us. We appreciate it and being able to just dialogue. It's probably won't be the only time we ask y'all to have a conversation. But I guess tell the people watching or listening, if this is the podcast, where they can find more information about you or how they can connect with you guys.
I'm on Instagram, Adventures of Wen. I'm taking a bit of a hiatus right now just to keep myself grounded mentally and emotionally and just being very present. But Adventures of Wen, I mean, it's a lot of good stuff on there already, so just check it out. And then Eden's Table, info at Eden's Table, GR, Grand Rapids. Oh, wait, I didn't. Eden's Table at, info at edenstablegr.com. I said it right the first time.
I think you did, yeah.
I think I was looking for a Gmail, but it's not Gmail. It's Eden's Table GR.
And you can find me on Instagram as well under train_Wright, WRIGHT. And that's the best way actually to find me and catch up with me.
Well, thank you guys.
Appreciate it.
Thank you guys for watching, for listening. If you are catching this on the podcast, and if you are watching it, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We will see you guys next time. Bye.
Peace.